I'm 67 years old now. This morning, I woke up and looked at my hands. Old hands. But the question inside me is still young. Why didn't I do this 30 years ago? If you're young right now, 15, 18, or 25, please don't leave, because this is not advice. This is late truth. I won't tell you how I became successful. I'll tell you what I lost. When I was young, I believed one lie. There's still time. Looking back now, there was time, but there was no courage. I kept postponing everything. Learning, starting, taking risks. I was afraid of what people would say. The saddest part, most of those people are not even in my life anymore. I was that kind of person. Quiet, choosing the safe path, dreaming, but not acting. What will people say is worse than a prison made of steel, because there's no door. Today I understand this. People will talk anyway, whether you start or not. The difference is, the one who starts moves forward. When I was young, I chased money, but money never stayed. Later, I understood something. Money follows skill, value, usefulness. If today you are learning even one skill, growing just 1% every day, you are ahead of me already, even if you're young. One day I was sitting in a hospital, waiting in line. Next to me was a young guy, strong, full of life. He was smiling at his phone, and one thought hit me. If time were for sale, I'd give all my money for it. Time is more valuable than gold, because gold can be found again. Time cannot. I won't say much here. Just this. If your parents are still with you, that won't last forever. One day, their voices will become memories. So, talk to them, listen to them, value them. Later, it will be too late. If you're listening to me right now, it means something inside you is alive. You want to start, but you're afraid. Know this. Fear doesn't disappear. You learn to walk with it. Start small, not perfect. Today, if you remember only 3 things from a 67-year-old man, let it be these. 1. No one is coming to save you. 2. What you don't do today becomes regret tomorrow. 3. The one who starts wins, not the one who waits for perfection. I want to tell you something most people realize too late. Life doesn't break you all at once. It wears you down quietly. You don't wake up one day and say, I failed. You wake up after years of small excuses, years of tomorrow, years of choosing comfort over growth. That's how it happens. When I was young, I thought big mistakes would ruin my life, but they didn't. The real damage came from small decisions repeated every day. Skipping one day, ignoring one opportunity, staying silent when I should have spoken. Those moments don't feel important when they happen, but they pile up. And one day, you look back and realize your life was shaped by what you didn't do. I used to think confidence came first, that brave people act and weak people hesitate. That's not true. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. Every strong person you admire was once unsure, confused, and afraid. They just moved anyway. I waited to feel ready. That feeling never came. If you're waiting too, let me save you years. You will never feel fully ready. Readiness is built after you start. Another thing no one warned me about. Comfort is addictive. A comfortable life feels safe, but it slowly shrinks your world. You stop challenging yourself. You stop dreaming seriously. You stop expecting more from yourself. And one day, your life feels small. Not because it had to be, but because you allowed it to be. Pain from effort fades. Pain from regret stays. I also want to talk about comparison. When you're young, You compare constantly. You look left and right. You measure your life against others. That habit will steal your peace. There will always be someone ahead of you and someone behind you. Let me tell you something they never told me when I was young. Failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. I failed many times, but my biggest failures were not the things I tried. They were the things I never started. Every missed chance stayed with me longer than any mistake I ever made. Mistakes heal. Regret doesn't. When you're young, you think everyone around you will stay forever. They won't. Some friends disappear. Some change. Some only walk with you when life is easy. And that's okay. But here's the truth. If you live only to fit in, you will end up alone anyway. Choose growth over comfort, even if it feels lonely at first. I waited for motivation my whole life. It rarely came. What I needed wasn't motivation. It was discipline. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. The days you don't feel like working are the days that decide your future. Small actions. Every day. That's how lives change. When you're young, your body forgives everything. Late nights, bad food, no sleep. But the bill always comes. At 67, I can tell you this clearly. Success without health is useless. Walk more, sleep better, take care of your body. You don't notice health when you have it. You only notice it when it's gone. I thought fear would disappear one day. It didn't. Even now, I'm afraid sometimes. Fear grows with responsibility. The difference is, I learned not to let it decide for me. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's action despite fear. Waiting to feel ready is how dreams die. Real success doesn't shout. It doesn't rush. It doesn't need applause. The happiest people I know are not the loudest ones. They build something slowly, quietly, consistently. If you're building in silence, you're doing it right. At this age, you stop caring about many things. Status, ego, competition. What remains is simple. Peace, meaning people you love. No one remembers how busy you were. They remember how you made them feel. Live in a way that your presence matters. If I could sit across from my younger self, I'd say just this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need permission. You don't need to be fearless. You only need to start. Start tired. Start scared. Start small. But start today. If you live by comparison, you'll never feel enough. Run your own race. Slow progress in the right direction beats fast movement in the wrong one. I spent too much time trying to look successful instead of becoming useful. Real growth is boring, repetitive, unseen. But it works. Let me tell you something honest about dreams. Most people don't fail because their dreams are too big. They fail because they don't commit long enough. They quit when progress is invisible. They quit when praise disappears. They quit when it becomes lonely. If you can stay consistent when no one is watching, you're rare. And rare people win eventually. I also learned this. Your environment shapes you more than your intentions. If you stay around people who complain, you will complain. If you stay around people who settle, you will settle. You don't need many people. You need the right ones. And sometimes you need distance more than support. Choosing yourself will feel selfish at first. Later, it will feel necessary. Let's talk about silence. Some of the most important moments in life happen when no one is there to see them. Late nights deciding not to quit. Quiet mornings choosing discipline. Private battles with doubt. Those moments build your character. And character decides everything. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. Build habits that respect your future self. I wish I had understood earlier that life doesn't reward intention. It rewards execution. You can mean well and still end up nowhere. You can have good ideas and still waste your life. Only action counts. And action doesn't need confidence. It needs honesty. Be honest with yourself. Are you growing or just staying busy? Are you learning or just consuming? Are you moving forward or just distracting yourself? Distraction is the enemy of depth. Depth is where real change happens. As you get older, you stop chasing approval. You realize most opinions don't matter, and the ones that do come from people who truly know you. Protect your time. Protect your focus. Protect your energy. These are not unlimited resources. If I could give you one final truth, it would be this. Life doesn't get easier. You get stronger, but only if you choose